Hey guys, welcome back to the United Star. And today we have a great guest with us in Tim, who's from the Niagara Falls Supporters Club of Manchester United. Welcome, Tim. It's great to have you on the platform. And today we're going to talk about something that's been on every Manchester United fan's mind, which is Jadon Sancho. I mean, everyone wants him at the club. There were rumors that the deal is not going to go through, but now they're saying that it's 90% done and he's going to be our next number seven. So what's your take on that, Tim? Do you think that we need him at Manchester United, or do you think Greenwood is good enough?
Well, I think certainly, he's a step up from where Mason Greenwood is right now, for sure. You know, so do we need him? Yeah, absolutely. I think with the way that Ole wants to play, we now have a player in there in Bruno Fernandes and Donny van de Beek that can operate in space as a number 10 and link up with our number 9. And to create that space, obviously Ole wants width. And I think the place where we struggle to create that width this time is on the right-hand side. So it certainly takes off the pressure off Aaron Wan-Bissaka to get forward and help out on that right-hand side and create space. I mean, he's developing going forward, but obviously there's a little bit more development there to go. And, Mason Greenwood is a young player and he's done exceptionally well, but I think the one thing we all know with generally with young players is they do battle consistency issues. So you're bringing in a player, hopefully in Sancho, that has done it for Dortmund. His assists and goals are there. And he's the kind of player that's going to command attention and really help to stretch teams out, and hopefully do it consistently.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and we've all seen that last season it was only Messi who had a better number when it came to assists and goals per game. But that being
Mhm.
said, do you think the 120 million price tag is something that we can afford during COVID, or would you like to see that 120 being spread across to get the likes of maybe Thiago Alcantara or Sergio Reguilon from Real Madrid instead?
Well, I think we can afford it. I think that the issue is, you look at other teams like City and Chelsea who, have endless pockets of money. I think for United, what they're looking at, and if you listen to the financial people in football, we were on a. I was talking to Kieran Maguire recently, who is the author of The Price of Football. And certainly United have the money to go out and buy him, but they're looking, 6 months, 6, 7, 9 months down the road. And, they're losing 45 million per match day. They have a 25 million wage bill already, monthly wage bill. They've drawn down 140, or they have 140 million in revolving credit that they're, using and helping, and as well as cash resources to help service the day-to-day operating financial obligations of the club. They haven't furloughed anybody like we've seen other clubs do. So I think that, what they're probably looking at is, yeah, we can afford it, but what type of impact is that going to have on us down the road if we don't have, if we run into financial difficulty? And I think that's probably what's holding up the deal is United. I mean, there was reports a couple of days ago. I think United is looking at a 90 million valuation and then 18 million in add-ons. And Dortmund doesn't want any add-ons. I think it's unrealistic for any club to step up right now with 120 million euros or 108 million pounds. Most deals these days are done in installments. The Wan-Bissaka deal was done in 2 installments. They wanted to do installments with Maguire but couldn't get it done. So, I think if they can get something that's structured where they're going to, it's going to be an installment-based deal. They might have to meet the valuation with Dortmund, but if they can do the deal in installments, then hopefully this one they can get it over the line.
I think I understand what you're saying, but the other issue that Dortmund could be facing is that City has a certain amount of money that will be given to them as well. So maybe that's why they're
Mm-hmm.
sticking to the 108 million price tag, so that they get the 90 million just to themselves and they don't need to split it with Manchester City. So that could be
Mm-hmm.
another reason for Jadon Sancho not coming. But there was recent talk that Jadon Sancho to United is not happening because Manchester United are just waiting for him to get his bonuses from Dortmund. that his agent fees has still not been paid for, hitting 10 caps for England. Do you think that could be a reason, or do you think it's just Manchester United not paying up?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? The problem with in the era of social media is there's so much stuff flying around. Um, you know, the English press and the foreign press tend to disagree on what's holding up the deal. So, I mean, it's all speculate. It's tough to say, right? It's all speculation as to really what's going on. But at the end of the day, look, I think for sure that United is just going to have to meet the valuation because Dortmund is in a position where they don't have to sell, right? And so when people talk about pandemic pricing and Dortmund's going to have to come down in their valuation, well, they don't because they don't need to sell,
Yeah.
and they don't necessarily want to sell. So at the end of the day, United, I think, is just going to have to meet the valuation and either get there with some sort of installment deal, or pay the whole thing up front.
Yeah, I think I agree with you because if they manage to keep hold of Sancho for another season, they could have a bidding war come the next summer transfer window with the likes of Madrid, Barcelona, all
Mm-hmm.
of them trying to get hands on Sancho. So this could be our opportunity to grab him and get him on our side. But if you have to tell us what you're expecting, do you see Sancho getting completed this season, or do you see us missing out on him again?
No, I think it'll get done. I do think it'll get done. I think that United, I think it's drawing out because United are trying to get, obviously they want to get the best deal. And we saw this last year with the Maguire deal where there was really no other suitors for him. And we were trying to get the price, lower the valuation, and also try to get the deal done in installments. So I think it'll get done. I think they'll get it over the line. Um, but it could, who knows how much longer it's going to take. I mean, it seems like there's some movement, but there seems like a lot of moving parts in this deal based on the reports. So I think it'll be a while before they get it
And
over the
I
line
mean, it
still.
could just be the typical United where we push it to the last week of the transfer window and then
Mm-hmm.
just, I mean, chuck the money at Dortmund and ask Sancho to show up at United. I wouldn't be
For sure.
surprised if Edward Wood does something like that. But thank you, Tim, for coming on our channel and telling us what you think Jadon Sancho could do to Manchester United and what the situation is like. Guys, do check out Tim and the Niagara Falls MUFC page. I have put them in the link below. We'll see you next time, guys. Hopefully, by then, Jadon Sancho is a Manchester United player. And 1 week to go for the Crystal Palace game.
Thanks for having me on.